IML students. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to use the harmonic scanner in conjunction with our criteria checklist. Here are some quick facts about me. My name is Adeze Duncan. I am your IML Forex 101 trainer. I've been a teacher for 10 years and now here I am educating you on the facts and figures of Forex. Upon finishing this video, you should have a very good understanding of the following questions. Read through them quietly to yourself. As you are taking notes, make sure to pause this video in order to answer these questions. Before you proceed with this video, please make sure you have watched the recommended prerequisite videos. Okay, so right now we are looking at Euro USD. We're going to use this harmonic scanner to see if this trade is a trade worth taking based off of our criteria. I'm actually going to look at a couple of them with you. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. Before I do that, let me just copy, make sure this is ready to go. All right, first thing, the harmonic scanner. Let's just talk about it briefly for those of you who don't know. The harmonic scanner is accurate about 80% of the time. It's got a high level of accuracy. The issue is people are running into problems because they're just coming here and they're just plugging these numbers in. Oh, look, there's the entry, plug it into my phone. Oh, look, there's stop loss. But let me tell you, that's not how you're supposed to do it. And it's, it's kind of like, think about it like, one of those computerized translators. Computerized translators are great, but it's not anywhere close to having an actual human interpreter. This is the same thing. What it's going to do is it's going to get you very close to where you need to be. The harmonic scanner is pretty much saying, hey, look over here. Look at me. I have a trade I think you should look at. It's like a landing strip. You're like the pilot of an airplane. You determine when you're going to land, how fast you're going to land, the angle, the velocity, all of that. You determine that. But this thing is the landing strip saying, well, when you decide to land, why don't you come over here and land? Why don't you try and look over here and see if is there ice on the road? Is it too slippery? What is it? Is it fog? Is it raining? Whatever. You determine if this is a good time to land or not. That's your job. So we're going to use this criteria right here to determine if this is good. I have trending included in this because remember, we learned a trend is your friend. If you happen to be in a trending market and you know that it's a downtrend, then is this even worth taking, or is this going to be like a short-term buy or sell? And if you're confused, go back and watch the video that talks about how to know if a market is trending or not. Okay? So the first thing that I like to look for in anything, I said it's mandatory. First thing I like to look for is I like to look for support resistance. Also, remember those. Remember we called those MRAs, major reversal areas. Okay, I'm going to actually just say MRAs. Major reversal areas. We look for areas where price reversed majorly. So, also, you always look at where price is currently. I don't care if price is down here. Who cares about this area down here? Nobody. Who cares about this area? This is where we're looking. This is where price is at. We want to look here. We want to look for price turning around. So right now, when I look at this, I do see that price has come up and it's coming around. It's turning around. Ooh, look at that. It's turning around. By the way, this is on the day chart. So that means it's going to take a while to actually, happen. And we also see that this is the entry. That's to take profit. That's to take profit. So we are expecting for this thing is going up now. We are expecting the upward movement to be done. And now it's time for a downward movement. But is this the time to get in? Should you enter here or not? So let's look. You know me, I like to draw my support resistance boxes and not so much my support resistance lines. Why? Because price needs room to breathe. It's a large area. So, you can go back. You can go back pretty far if you really want to. You don't really have to see that this is a pretty good area to be looking at. You can see that. I'll stop right here. It's just a lot of action happening. Look at all that resistance and all those wicks. There's some, not resistance. This is support. That's resistance. Look at all of this interaction in this area where price just came in. It's like it got electrocuted. Just doesn't know what it's doing. Consolidation happening there. See, price came up. It reversed here. I mean, yes, this is another area up here, actually. This is a whole nother area that you could be looking at right up here. You could actually look anywhere in this region. This is a whole nother area. Hold on, let me redraw that. I'll start right here. This is a whole nother area that you could be looking at. But let me say something. Why would we look here? Price is not there. That's too high. Okay? But I'm going to explain to you why you would want to look there in the event. Like what would make you want to look in this region and not here? Well, what would make me want to look up here is if price was happened to overshoot this area, like it was still climbing up, then I would look here. But it didn't. It actually came into this area and it's showing signs that it wants to turn around. So that brings me to my next thing. And this doesn't have to really be in order, but it can go in order. So this is a major reversal area. This is where price came and reversed. It reversed here. It's reversing there. Reverse, really strong. Look at that. Wick came in there and just said, not doing that. So now price has come back here. What do we look for? We're looking for wicks currently. Is the market showing signs that it's pausing? Yes. Look at that. It's going up. Now it's going down. Then it went up. Now it's going down. Now it's going up. What do we call that? Oh, shoot. We call that consolidation. I think it's ready currently. Look at that. We got this. We got that. We have this. Trend lines are optional, but I'll draw a trend line in here. Look at this. If I was to draw this trend line, what did I tell you guys need? You just need to connect the dots twice, right? You just need 2 dots to be connected. We have a lot of them connected, actually. Look at that. Actually, I like to use my little box. I'm a fan of the box. I'm a boxy girl. So why did this not do that? Come on now. Don't be like that, computer. Don't be like that. Let's try this again. Sorry, guys. This computer likes to update real time, so as a result, it does stupid stuff. But anyhow, there you go. Look at that. Look at all of that. Look at all those touches. And then it kind of busted through. Now here we go. Here it is. Look at that. You actually have 2 forms of confluence right here. Look at this. You have a trend line crossing over support and resistance. And what do we see, guys? If you're not ready to get in this thing, I don't know what you're supposed to be. I don't know what you're doing. We have a trend line crossing this same area. We have a reaction. We also see what? Price moving in the direction. Notice I say that's mandatory. There is no need to get in unless you see price looking like it wants to go in that direction. And we do see price has turned. It's made the turn. It was going up. And now it's trying to go in the direction. Right now, we're kind of in like a consolidation time. Could you get in right now? Sure, it's on the day chart. You actually could get in now if you really wanted to. In fact, the fact that what do we see here? Retest. Came down or was going up, came down, went back up. Was that a retest? Uh-oh. Did I see a retest? Sorry, guys. Goes down. Look at that. Up, retest. What do we see? Coming back up again. Is that another retest? Look at that, guys. This thing is ready to get in. I don't know when you're looking at this, but it's ready to get in. In the event that you miss this glorious move, because this is going to be glorious. In the event that you miss it, this is going to give you pullbacks. Where do you get in? Oops, that was a big fat pullback. These are where you could get in if you miss this glorious move. Because right now, I'm jumping in. But if you missed it, this is where you get in. Or right here. Like this was a pullback. See that? And this was a pullback, when it was going up. So this thing is ready, guys. I'd be jumping in right now if I were you. Okay, so did you see how we use that list? I'm going to go and look at another one. See, these are just kind of accessories, but the mandatory ones is major support, long, do you see these wicks? Is there consolidation? It doesn't have to be there. It's optional, but it's nice if you do see that. That shows there's a pause. That price is not wanting to go up any higher. Let's look at NZD USD. Let's go here. This is on, I kind of already drew this one up, but let me erase it and show you again. Okay, waiting for price. I'm waiting for all my little marks to show here. Waiting for all my marks. Let me go to another one. Okay, so now we have AUD USD. Here's another example. Remember, just because it says enter here does not mean we want to enter here. Okay? Just because it says it does not mean we want to enter there. All right, we have to make the market work for our money. So let's go through our little checklist. Let me go ahead and put my little checklist back up here on the screen. What are we looking for? Major reversal area. When do we want it? Now. Okay, sorry. All right, so all in this area. Nice major reversals happening. Look at that sucker. Okay, look at this right here going down. Well, could this be going down? According to this, we're looking for a sell. Why? Because we entered here, take profits down there. All right, so what else are we looking for? Long wicks. That's what we're looking for. Do you see long wicks? I do. Look at that long wick. Now we actually see a candle forming, a nice red candle, a bear candle forming, and we see the pause. Before we saw big, fat, happy, juicy candles going to the upside. Now we want to see it slow down. Just chill out a little bit. Okay, let's just chill out. Just take it easy. We don't want to see strong, happy candles pushing to the upside because that means it still wants to go up more. Right now, what I'm seeing is it's slowing down. It's slowing down. Maybe it wants to go down now. Maybe it does. We can even adjust this thing a little bit. Nonetheless, we are in the zone. And look, guys, if you would have entered here, you'd have been mad. If you entered here, you would have been mad. Do you see how price has overshot the original entry, this area right here? Do you see that? Okay, so now, what are we looking for? Consolidation. Well, we see it in the past. Do we see it here? Right now, we see a pause. Let's draw a trend line on this thing. Let's see what we got going on with our trend line. Here's my little box here. Okay. All right. I could have drawn that better. Hold on, let me draw that better. All right. So, what do we got here? It didn't do my thing where I like it to open up for me. It's not trying to open up for me. All right, let me try this again. This thing is just a little special, guys. Okay. Let's get it to open. There we go. Open sesame. All right. Do you see how I've drawn this trend line? This is a very nice area to be looking at. Is it ready to get in right now? I wouldn't say so. Look here. Price has come down. It's respected this area a lot. It's come down. Now, what do I want to see? I want to see, well, you think about it. What do you want to see? I mean, goodness. Aren't we waiting to see price moving in the direction that we want to see it go? Right? So we have a trend line. We see it's respected it. It's still on this side of the trend line. If it's going to go down, it's got to get on the other side of the trend line, right? So we're forming our bias. It's got to get on the other side. So we're looking to see, some kind of drippy little action on this side, not on that side. So we're still waiting, okay? Do we see price moving in the direction? We see a candle thinking about it, but that's not enough for me to get excited. I want to see it get on the other side of the trend line, and I want to see it start to fall. I also want to see a retest where maybe it gets on the other side of this candle and then it, tries to go back up like we saw in the other one. All right. So as of right now, this one is not ready. Do you see the importance of having this checklist? Very important. Hopefully that helps you out. Go back and check out the confirmation checklist where I go through all of this stuff. But go back and check out the confirmation checklist. This is just putting it into action. And you can do this on a regular chart. You don't need the harmonic scanner, but you can see that the harmonic scanner is awesome because it tells you where to look. By now, you should have a good understanding of the following questions. Read them quietly to yourself, and when you are finished, go on to the next video in this series. Thank you so much. My name is Adeze Duncan, and remember, I am a student always.